welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be doing a DIY of a floor mirror. I will be changing it from like this black and brown. I don't think you really can see it, but it's like black and brown. So I'm gonna be changing it to like rose gold. Sorry about my voice right now. I'm a little sick. I'm a little under weather. So yeah, so right now I was just like measuring it on the floor to see, you know, how far out I should put like the garbage bag so I won't get any like spray paint on like the furniture or on the floor or anything, because I did this inside my dorm and they're like petty as AF. So right now I'm just like ripping the bags apart the long way, so like to make them long. You'll see when I like lay them down. Now that I had like the plastic bags like ripped open and down on the floor, this is like the spray paint I used. I got it from Home Depot. Make sure you guys get a primer when you get this type of spray paint, because this, like, it didn't really show when I first did it. So like the items that I have right now are just like test items. I was just testing out to see if I needed the primer or not, or, you know, just testing out stuff. But the white thing is a thing that go on my wall, and then like this is like a little drawer thing that I don't even use. I was just testing it out to see how it would do with the rose gold spray paint. Also, I was going to do another DIY, but it's not part of this video, but I did another one with that other paint I showed. So y'all get to see that later, so make sure y'all come back and show y'all faces in my next video. So what I'm doing with that bag is just covering up the TV stand, like I said before, like, because like I noticed like when I spray painted, like when I was like spraying the primer, it got like everywhere. It got on my legs. Yeah, so I was like, not today, sis. So sis had to go back and cover up stuff because that was crazy. When you spray paint things, make sure you go in with like a wipe or something to make sure you clean off whatever you're going to spray paint, because you don't want to spray paint on top of dust, because for some reason it doesn't like stick, or, you know, it just be weird. So you want it to be as clean as possible. So right now I'm just taking a duct tape, because this is like a small mirror that I want to go on my wall, that I want it to be rose gold. So I took tape and covered up like the small mirror in the middle. And I also got that mirror from like Walmart, like when I first started college, like my freshman year. But it came in like a 3-piece set, but I only painted this one rose gold. So what I'm doing now is taking duct tape, covering up the mirror. I did it in like small pieces because it is a circle, so you have to go around in like multiple pieces around the circle. And then I didn't prime that because it's already white. So if you're spray painting something white, you don't need the primer. The primer is just so that the paint shows up good on whatever you're spray painting. like I said before, make sure like you have a fan or like the windows open when you're doing this, and make sure you buy spray paint that's not really really like has that odor, you know, that strong paint odor. So this one wasn't that bad though, and I opened up the windows and I had the fan going, so me and my roommates didn't die. So, and then after like you spray paint it, make sure you just let it sit overnight so you can make sure that the paint is really like dry, because like I let this one sit and it still was, I waited like 30 minutes and it still wasn't dry. For this, like the soap dispenser, that was just like a test item again. It wasn't something I really planned on using, but it turned out really cute because my colors in my room are rose gold, white, like a baby pink, and gray. And so is my bathroom, is like marble and rose gold. So, but it turned out really nicely though. Just make sure that you don't touch that before it dries, because it does look crazy. So then you just see me, so you see how like the color showed up now, like it's very like shiny and reflective and stuff. That's why you use a primer. So yeah. So then you can also see like spray painting the rest of it. It turned out terrible without the primer, so make sure you prime everything. Because this is like a test item, because I wanted to see if I really needed the primer. But that dresser drawer thing, whatever you want to call it, it really shows that you need primer. And don't just spray paint over the color. Make sure you get the primer. Make sure it's just like the white primer. So now I'm just laying down an extra bag so that the spray paint that I sprayed already wouldn't get on the back of my mirror. So yeah, I got this mirror from Walmart. It was originally $50, but I got it for $40, maybe like $40 or $41. It was on sale. It came in like this brown black color. Like if you look closely around the perimeter of it, the far perimeter of it, it's like a brown color, and then like the inside of the two perimeters of the mirror, that's a lot to explain it, but whatever. It was brown and black. It was like a dark brown, like a dark wood brown, and it was like a black. So right now I'm taking duct tape and I'm just like lining the mirror so that I don't get paint on the mirror. So this is like the first layer of tape I did around it. This took forever, like literally took freaking forever. Because you gotta make sure you're close to the edge and make sure you're not all over here, all over there, because you don't want paint to seep through. Because it's crazy, because you would paint something and then it's paint to be everywhere. Like, girl. But yeah, that took forever. So now I'm just taking another plastic bag and I ripped it like the long way so that it can fit the mirror. And I'm just making sure that I make sure that it's taped on top of the tape that I just did with more tape, if you get what I'm saying. You can see it in the video better. I can show you better than I can tell you. But yeah. So that's what I'm doing, just extra support. So even if like the paint seeped through, it would hit the other tape that's under there. So yeah. And this didn't take that long because I just did it in like little pieces and strips and like, you know, so it went a little faster. It was easier to do because you also got that safety behind it. Okay, so now I'm going in with the primer. Only did one layer of primer and then just let that dry because you really don't need that much primer. You just need an even like thin coat of it just to bring out the color more. So this is just me doing like the even coat of primer. Also make sure you get the primer on like the outer edge of it because you still want that you want to make sure that's like your tone of rose gold is even as possible, and that begins with your primer. And also like the inside of the mirror, it's like this little trim right there, so make sure you go from the I don't know how to explain it, but you see what, like, you see how I come from like the other side and make sure you spray the inside of the mirror. That sounds so crazy, if you get what I'm saying, but whatever. And then now I'm going in with like the rose gold spray paint. So you see me holding that cardboard up. That's just because I didn't want it to get on the floor because I didn't put a trash bag in front of there. But you don't have to do that at all. You don't have to do that. But yeah, I did like 2 layers of spray paint. And then I did like a touch-up layer. So that was just me going in, filling in the spots that needed it. Or if I like made a mistake and hit it with my finger or my foot or something, I just went in on that 3rd layer and just touched it up. So this rose gold looked really bronzy on camera, but it's rose gold in person. Like, it really looks bronzy on camera, but it's rose gold. And make sure you get that outer edge because you don't want your mirror to be like uneven and all that. Sorry about my voice going in and out. I am sick, but I'm trying to push through it, you know. So in this clip you can see me like going in to get that inner corner I was talking about, or that inner part I was talking about. And also you can see me going over like the edge of the mirror right now, like getting like all on the edge of it because I told you about that. So yeah, that's what I meant. This is also the 2nd layer of like me painting the mirror. Make sure you let it dry a little bit in between so it won't take as long in the end for you to have your mirror done. Yeah, this is me like touching it up and stuff like that and going back through. This is like my touch-up layer. Oh my god, I promise you I was not actually, that is from me bending down and spraying the primer on those test items. Oh my god. Okay, so this is like the finished product of like the paint and stuff. It's still not dry, but it was just like the finish, like when I got done painting, like the 3 layers that I talked about. It came out so freaking pretty. Like, this spray paint is like so pigmented, and like I was just so happy about this. Like, I'm so excited to finish my room and do like a room tour, and you know, like, this made me happy. But this is like the real color of it. Like I told y'all, it is rose gold, baby, to the T. Don't mind my crusty self in the background, but this is like the next day. So that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you take this DIY and do it yourself. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.